Hey, all you world shakers. Well, I have a looped system going here I wanted you to see. This is one of my modified washing machine motors. Magnetic washing machine, AC motor that's been turned into two alternators. As you can see, I've rewired them. The coils are, I've got dual wires. I forget what the size is. If I have more questions about it, I'll comment and get a measurement. Anyway, it's now a alternator, dual three-phase, puts out low and high voltage. And here's a three-phase rectifier, got hooked through it. And the yellow wire is a positive, dark wire, pair of wires actually, is the ground. They're both running to the same place. Right there on the post of that battery is the ground. Now the yellow wire, it comes over to this second battery to the positive. Makes complete loop. That white wire you're seeing, that goes over to that other battery, and that's your 24-volt system, okay? That's 24 volts the way it's wired in. And right here, I want you to see is another three-phase rectifier, and it's coming out of the hoverboard motor, which is modified as well. And that's the motor for turning the washing machine motor as well. So the hoverboard's charging, putting out voltage as well as turning that other one. Now here's a three-phase rectifier. It's hooked up, blue wire going to the positive on that battery, and the black wire, which is the ground, is going to the negative on that same battery. Now, so if you understand, this battery here is being charged by the hoverboard motor. Excuse me, put that back, lead back where it belongs. By the hoverboard motor. That battery over there and this battery is being charged by the other one. So it's doing a dual battery, 24 volts, and the hoverboard motor is just charging this battery at 12 volts. Okay? Now, it's a completely looped system. As you can see, there are no wires coming in from anywhere. We'll get a good shot over here so you can see. Ain't nothing going down under the table. Get that thing moved over where you can see. Now, ain't no hokey bullshit going on. As you can see, there's no wires coming down here. Nothing coming down there. Nothing there. And we're back to there. And there ain't nothing. Okay? Now, I'm going to stop John and show you what this thing will do. Now, we're going to start it up and it'll be using voltage. But when I turn the RPM up, then it'll start charging and carry a good charge. Now we'll get her down here where you can see what's going on. Let's see if we can get it out of the shade. All right. Right now it's setting at 25.4445 volts. All right, here we go. And we got to give her a little start. All right now we're 25.34. Let's pull this guy up and get a better view of it. How's that? All right, we're using voltage because our RPM is running low. And as you can see, now we're going to go ahead and increase the RPM. A little bit out of balance, but ain't we all? Okay, now we're up to 26 volts. We've got to be careful on this because she'll put out some big voltage. Charge real good and fast. And I have all kinds of extra power in this system where I can pour the coal to it if I'm charging other batteries, which this system is for. Charging my batteries in my trailer during the wintertime when I don't get much sun. I've got a couple of systems built to do this. But a short burst, I'll show you what it's. And it's still pouring the coal to her, but we don't want to do that so much. Well, people, what do you think? Truly, it's a loop system. As you can see, it's quite capable of putting out quite a bit of power and doing a quick, very quick charge. That's that hoverboard just running on 12 volts, but the whole system's charging 24, and it'll expand to 36. However fast I want to run that motor is how fast it'll charge. Now this thing can be set to idle through the night to keep batteries up with the furnace going, or I mean, it has a lot of potential. The hoverboard motor runs real cool. It don't overheat. It's not overtaxing it, simply because of the way I've rewired it. But as you can see, it has no problem keeping them batteries up to a good charge. Now, really ain't much to it. Just have a separate charging system for each battery, or for the, you know, whatever the potential of the alternator is. Anyway, this is Uncle Dean coming at you from the Bitterroot Wilderness of Idaho. Living on the edge and loving it. But this is definitely a loop system. It is a self-sustaining power plant. And it's taken me 2 years and a lot of trial and error to get this thing to work properly. One thing I have found out, that if you're working with weak batteries, if the batteries are not able to hold a good 12.5 volt charge, then chances are that's going to be the weak point in your power plant. So always make sure that you're working with good batteries and supercapacitors. Make sure none of them are burned out. I had a couple of them go bad in my supercapacitor pack. The dual 24 volt, 48 volt, however you set it up. But anyway, a couple of them burned out, and for the life of me, I couldn't figure out why it wasn't holding a charge. And after a little trial and error, we figured it out. But as you can see, she's holding her own and slowly building it up to a pretty decent charge. Anyway, this is Uncle Dean coming at you from the Bitterroot. We'll keep you informed of any changes, but I think we'll just clean this up a little bit and put it to work, because she's doing real good. That's where I come from. All right, people. Go with God. Keep them on your side. You'd be surprised what you can do with them. Keep the faith, brothers. America will be ours again. You just wait. It'll happen. Love you all. Take care.